Thank you, Madam Chairman, and welcome to everyone, the Chairman and the Commissioners from the Federal Trade Commission. Today's hearing is very important. Whether through deceptive advertising, fraud, or other schemes, bad actors regularly try to game the system and destroy trust. The FTC has been one of the top cops on the consumer protection beat for decades. I'm glad that you are here to discuss the Commission's vital mission to protect consumers and promote competition and innovation, especially as it relates to one of the most important issues today, our privacy. In America's 21st century economy, our days start and end by exchanging our information with products that save us time, keep us informed, connect us with our communities. Many of us start our day by asking Alexa or Siri, "What's the weather today?" Then we browse Facebook and Instagram, open some emails, read the news, check for traffic updates on our iPhones. And if the traffic doesn't look too bad, there's time to order groceries to be picked up or delivered after work. And that's just before we walk out the door. All day long, we are sharing our information with the internet marketplace. And for people who use health trackers and apps, it might not even stop when you go to sleep. This free flow of information drives much of the innovation and technology growth here in the United States. Bottom line, we make choices every day to be connected. And when we do, we must be able to trust that our privacy is protected. We deserve to know how our data is being collected, how it's being used, and who it is being shared with. There shouldn't be so many surprises, and these protections shouldn't change depending upon which state we're in. In a recent survey, 75% of respondents said privacy protections should be the same everywhere they go. The vast majority of Americans want the same protections, whether they live in Eastern Washington, San Francisco, New Jersey, or Illinois. That's why I've been advocating and leading for a national standard for data privacy that, 1, doesn't leave our privacy vulnerable in a patchwork, 2, increases transparency and targets harmful practices like Cambridge Analytica, 3, improves data security practices, and 4, is workable for our nation's innovators and small businesses. So today I look forward to hearing from the Federal Trade Commission, which is the main cop on the beat to enforce privacy standards, promote transparency, and hold companies accountable. The FTC's mission is to protect consumers and promote innovation. Our 4 principles for data privacy law are in line with that mission. It's about protecting consumers from concrete harms, empowering the choices that they make, and also promoting new technologies that we haven't even dreamed of yet. This Congress should lead on writing privacy rules of the road. I remain ready and willing to work with my colleagues on this committee for a bipartisan solution that puts consumers and their choices first. In various proposals, some groups have called for the FTC to have additional resources and authorities. I remain skeptical of Congress delegating broad authority to the FTC or any agency. However, we must be mindful of the complexities of this issue, as well as the lessons learned from previous grants of rulemaking authority to the Commission. The FTC's jurisdiction is incredibly broad. Its authority extends beyond just big tech, touching almost every aspect of our marketplace, from loyalty programs at your local grocery store to your favorite coffee shop. The existing statutory rulemaking authority given to the FTC by Congress must also be part of the discussion. Had the FTC undertook rulemaking efforts on any number of issues we will discuss today, even starting 8 to 10 years ago, those efforts could have already been completed. The history of the FTC's authority is important, and it should not be transformed from a law enforcement agency to a massive rulemaking regime. To understand the pain this could cause, look no further than GDPR in Europe. Investment in startups in Europe is down 40%, and thousands of US firms are no longer operating in the EU because they can't take on the millions of dollars in compliance costs. If we decide to increase FTC's resources and authority to enforce privacy law, then this committee must exercise its oversight of the commission to its fullest. Oversight must be a part of the conversation, so Congress does its job to review and hold the FTC accountable. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and I look forward to our discussion.